Shibu Tripathi is live with me on this broadcast. Shibu, the moment we've been waiting for, that photo op of the crew there enjoying. You can see the relief written on their faces. I think they're overjoyed, at the same time relieved that they're finally there, the International Space Station. A small welcome party that we've seen. Now it's down to business, Shibu.
Definitely, this has been a long time in the making for everybody, especially for India. 41 years wait is finally over. We finally have a serving Indian Air Force test pilot on the International Space Station, an Indian citizen on the International Space Station in the 30 years of this orbital laboratory functioning. It's going to be a packed schedule for the next 14 months. At the moment, there is a small welcoming party that is happening where the 4 astronauts will be given a space station pin which designates that they have been to the International Space Station. They'll be living there and working there for the next 14 days. We did see earlier that Group Captain Subhanshu Shukla had a small message from India, for India, when he did a small event, a small media event. He did say that when he first felt space, it was different. He said that I'm sleeping a lot. It didn't feel great at the beginning, but he started to enjoying it. He did say that I feel like a baby who is taking the first steps and learning new things every moment. He did say that he's taking entire India with him to the International Space Station, and this is the beginning of the Gaganyaan mission, India's own human spaceflight program. Now that the Dragon spacecraft has docked, the 4 astronauts have safely entered the International Space Station. It's the go time. For the next 14 days, they are going to conduct a lot of experiments. About 60 experiments have been packed with them to the International Space Station. Now, 14 days, 60 experiment calls for a very packed schedule. We have 7 experiments from India. He'll be participating on special experiments with NASA. Going forward, he'll also be doing a lot of outreach events. So it's going to be a very, very busy schedule for the astronauts for the next 2 weeks. And we hope to get all the interesting facts from the International Space Station, Akshita.
What a proud moment this is for India. I can't stop repeating that because it's taken us 41 years to get these pictures of an Indian in space, and it's never been that we've actually seen an Indian at the International Space Station. And just run us through the significance of just that, Shibu, what it means to have an Indian at the ISS, which has been frequented by so many astronauts from across the world, but never an Indian.
Over 200 astronauts have visited the International Space Station since it began functioning in the late 90s. It's 2024 and we had not sent a single Indian to the International Space Station. That shows that our priorities were different, but it has changed now. Now, going forward, space exploration is becoming very, very important for India. It's becoming a soft diplomacy for India going forward. Symbolically, it's very important because this is also the beginning of India's human spaceflight program. We know that Prime Minister Narendra Modi had announced from the ramparts of the Red Fort in 2018 that we'll be developing our own spaceflight program, where we'll be developing the vehicle, we'll be training the astronauts, and we'll be launching them from the Indian soil. Going forward, whatever Group Captain Subhanshu Shukla learns from this, his experience from this mission, will feed into the Gaganyaan mission, will strengthen that mission. So it's a great event, it's a great achievement, not just for him, but for the entire country at the moment, especially for the Indian Space Research Organization, which has been meticulously planning this entire mission for the last 10 months. The agreement between ISRO and Axiom was signed in 2023 when Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited United States during Joe Biden's term. We are seeing that finally bearing fruits. For the last 10 months, the 2 astronauts, Group Captain Subhanshu Shukla and also Group Captain P. Balakrishnan Nair, both of them astronaut designates for Gaganyaan mission, had been very hard under training. They have been training across countries. They trained with Japanese space agency JAXA. They trained with the European Space Agency. They trained with Axiom Space. They trained on the entire system of SpaceX. Now, SpaceX, Axiom Space, they are all private companies. They are not government-run organizations. So they had their own set of protocols, their own set of training procedures. He has gone through all those trainings. He has gone through a special leadership orientation training with the 4 astronauts. So it has been a very big package that Axiom Space and NASA had developed for them. Now it's the go time. Now that he's on the space station, it's going to be packed for 14 days with a lot of experiments, with a lot of studies. Most of them, the studies that he is leading are all India specific. They are all planned to eventually feed into the Gaganyaan mission, be it the cyanobacteria study, be it the cognitive skills study, be it the study of how much bone density or bone mass, muscle mass is lost during space travel. So all those is going to bolster India's own human spaceflight program from now.
That's right. Shibu, do stay on with us. We're hoping to hear very soon from Group Captain Shukla on what it's been like at the International Space Station. You know, we're all living our dreams through him. So every time he speaks to us, we're getting a sense of what he's going through, kind of living the dream with him. While we're awaiting a word from him from the International Space Station, I'm sure they're still getting into the process of understanding what the space station looks like, traveling through those corridors. Let's play out for you what Group Captain Shukla said while he was on board the Dragon capsule headed to the ISS.
Continuing to target.
Everyone, Namaskar from space. I'm thrilled to be here with my fellow astronauts, as Peggy said, one veteran and three rookies, and wow, what a ride it was. Frankly, when I was sitting in the capsule in Grace yesterday on the launch pad, my only thought in my mind was that let's just go. After 30 days of quarantine, it was a feeling that I just wanted to go. You know, the excitement and all was, you know, probably far away. It was just the feeling that let's just leave here. But when the ride started, it was something like you getting pushed back into the seat. It was an amazing ride. And then suddenly, nothing. Everything silenced, and you were just floating. You unbuckle, and you were just floating in the silence of vacuum. It was an amazing feeling. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank everyone who has been a part of this. I understand that this is not a personal accomplishment. It is a collective achievement of each and every one of you who has been a part of this journey, and to make this possible, I really want to thank each one of you. Also to family and friends, you know, your support has mattered so much. This is so much because of all of you guys. We showed you joy and grace. You know, this is Swan, a great symbol. It looks really cute, but we have a very important swan in our Indian culture, which we are about. Swan symbolizes wisdom. It also has the ability to discern it's to be focused on and what does not. So basically, the golden age of distraction, I would say. So this means a lot more, not just a zero-G indicator for us. And I think that we all have symbolism in Poland and in Hungary, in India as well. So I think this looks like a coincidence, but it is not. That it has more meaning than what we are attaching it to it. The capsule itself, Grace, has been very kind. I have been feeling, I was not feeling very great when we, you know, got shot into the vacuum. But since yesterday, I've been told that I've been sleeping a lot, which is a good sign. So I think that's a great sign. I'm getting used to this quite well, enjoying the views, enjoying the entire experience, learning like a baby, you know, learning the new steps, learning how to walk, learning how to control yourself, everything, learning how to eat, I think. So it's a new environment, new challenge, and I'm really enjoying this experience with my fellow astronauts here. And it's good to make mistakes, but it's better to see somebody else do that too. So, so it has been a fun time up here. That is all I have to say. Thank you so much, guys, for making this happen, and I'm sure that we are going to have a great time. And with this, I will hand over to Tibor now.
As a Group Captain Shukla, they're finding the time to crack a few jokes, say he's been sleeping well, learning like a baby, all that's happening around him. It's his first experience in space, mind you. We're going to continue getting you all of the highlights of his journey at the ISS the next 14 days, every single day, every update that comes, and you can count on us here on India Today to get you all of that.